And within the mind section, the first thing I wrote down was stress levels, because a lot of in maintaining your stress levels and minimizing the amount of stress in your life, because a lot of these different cultures really made sure to minimize the amount of stress they were under, because stress really is such a toxic thing. And a perfect example is not sweating the small stuff and breathing. I mean, for a perfect example, I'm sitting here doing this video right now, and all of a sudden the wind's kicked up, and but there's dogs barking in the background or music playing in the background, because I live in society. I have neighbors, they have dogs. You don't know what Mother Nature's going to do. She's going to blow your hair all around even after you tried to fix it before you did the video. But instead of, getting stressed out about it and having that perspective on it, a negative perspective, just take a deep breath. Be like, you know what, screw it. Whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. Don't sweat the small stuff and just keep going. And on that note, I'll keep going to the next point, which is a lot of these people that were living long and happy and healthy lives had, and this is a huge one for spirit as well, which I will address in the spirit section, but for mind, I mean, one of the biggest components in these people living for a very long time is the will to live. And I know it sounds so simple, but it's so profoundly powerful when you still have a purpose in not only your life, but a purpose that you help to fulfill within the lives of others around you and the community around you, or even with pets. I mean, if you have a reason to wake up in the morning that involves volunteering for AIDS patients in Africa and, walking to a well to get water in order to live your purpose, then that's amazing. That's your purpose and your will to wake up in the morning. Or maybe your purpose and your will and what gets you wanting to get out of bed every morning is your pet Labrador. Who knows? Like, as long as you have that will to live, you have that purpose to be alive for. I don't like to use the word need for a lot of reasons, but in a more colloquial sense, I mean to feel needed. So that's why it's so important to, whether it's with friends, family, your occupation, your volunteer work, your pets, to feel like you have a purpose within your society around you. And that is also why I added 2 links into the description section of this whole series, one to petfinder.com, because let's say it's not as reasonable for you to live close to your family, or you don't have a lot of friends because you're a little bit more shy. Even having a pet is a huge help and a huge comfort, and a huge reason to want to wake up every morning and feel alive and happy. As well as a link to a volunteer, it's actually called volunteermatch.org. It's a great website to help you find the best ways and best organizations that you can volunteer either in the community around you, or even if you want to travel abroad. It's a great website. So those are a couple links to help you feel wanted and with purpose in life and stay alive as long and happy as you possibly can. Mental productivity is a big one as well. A lot of these cultures that were studied have very low incidence of dementia because they were kept busy with their purpose and things that they enjoyed doing on a regular basis. They kept stimulated, not just physically, but mentally as well. And again, that contributes to a much lower incidence of dementia, which is another reason to stay happy. And they have done a lot of studies, and I even have experienced personally within my family dementia, and I'm familiar enough with Alzheimer's as well, and the amount of role that depression and anxiety have with those ailments that really go untalked about and unnoticed relative to the rest of the culprits that are usually addressed. But happiness is a huge contributing factor to staving off things like dementia and Alzheimer's. So keep that in mind. Minimize your stress levels, minimize your anxiety and your depression, and chances are you'll be able to stay more physically and mentally clear. That's a great thing. As in keeping with the mind and staying stimulated, a lot of these cultures were really big into socializing and art and music and just things that usually operate on or have a frequency and an energy attached to them that make people happy. So go out there, listen to your favorite songs, dance around. It gets you physically moving, and just experience new things, whether that's traveling, whether that's art, whether that's music, or whether that's, meeting new people or going out and having new discussions with people you've already known. Just staying stimulated in the world around you is so helpful with longevity. And on that note, I hope you live a very long and happy and healthy life, just like the people of these cultures that I have looked into and am trying to give you some of their tips and tricks on. Take care. Bye.